I've been an electrician for 52 years. In my work, it's usually not a good thing when sparks fly.
But we went on a date, and there definitely were sparks.
The good kind.
That was the beginning of where we are today in a beautiful relationship. After the wedding, we were anticipating this great life together, and we were just feeling very youthful. I got up one morning making coffee, and I looked at him and I said, "Brian, what's wrong with your eye? Your left eye is closed, it's drooping. We need to get this looked at right now." At that point, he was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis. Progressively, there were more and more symptoms.
I was going downhill every day.
And it got worse and worse.
Getting weaker and weaker.
He can't put his shirt on in the morning without my help.
Everything that you do is harder to do. You're limited on strength. It's like getting paralyzed. And it's a paralyzing feeling getting paralyzed.
Finally, I said, "Brian, you can't do this anymore." And that's when we heard about this new neurologist that had come to town, Dr. Eric Lee with Asante Physician Partners.
The first time I saw Brian, I saw extreme weakness, and I knew immediately this was a myasthenia gravis crisis.
Myasthenia gravis is basically an electrical problem.
The irony is that an electrician would get a disease that causes an electrical short in the body.
Brian was one of the sickest patients I've ever seen with this condition. He was going down the road of potential respiratory failure, and it can be quite devastating. He needed specialized treatment immediately.
The doctor admitted me to ICU directly from his office.
I sent Brian to the ICU at Asante Rogue Regional Medical Center.
Learning that your loved one has a chronic disease that possibly could take their life. There aren't words to describe that. And of course, we have no control. This disease has got a hold of him. I wanted to do whatever I could to save this man's life, because he's my life. When Dr. Lee told us that he knew how to treat Brian's illness, that was the moment we knew that there was hope. God put all the pieces into place. We feel like Dr. Lee came here just for us.
When we start treating myasthenia gravis patients, once we get them on treatment, they start to recover and slowly respond to the medication.
Every treatment I can feel an improvement.
Oftentimes we can get people really close to fully recovered.
Every day I felt better. Every day I got up.
Sometimes there's just a little bit of residual drooping of the eyelid, but most people are okay with that.
It just felt good to feel better.
Slowly over time, he had his legs under him, he had his strength back. He began to go to work as normal.
I'm back to work full time.
We go traveling.
We bike, we hike, we camp, and my spark's definitely back. I'm a lot better person because of her. She's a pretty special lady. You appreciate life, and you appreciate the good things in life, and you appreciate your doctor. Asante did a really good job fixing me up to where I can have a good life again.
You know, we get a second chance to live this great life that we started out as not so young kids getting married, and now we have this opportunity to do all these fun things.